Welcome, everyone. Before we begin, let me tell you a few things about today's ceremony. There will be two parts to this event. First, we'll have our fellowship orientation program, which will last about 35 minutes. This is where you get an opportunity to learn just a little bit more about the International College of Dentists. At the conclusion of the orientation program, we'll hold our convocation ceremony, where each new fellow will be formally and individually recognized and welcomed to the ICD USA section. I want to share with you how deeply disappointed that I am that cannot welcome you into fellowship in our usual manner. In a normal year, we'd gather in person with nearly 1,000 of our friends, family members, and colleagues to take part in an impressive and memorable convocation ceremony. We had such wonderful plans to do this for you in Orlando this past October, and that incredible ceremony would have been followed by a special private event at Disney World for all of our fellows as well as their families. Like all of you, this year has been involving way more computer screen time than ever before. As your ICD president, I so look forward to traveling to see and meet you at your local and regional dental meetings. Unfortunately, as you know, all these meetings and all my travel plans were canceled. Perhaps with the recent news of 2 different COVID vaccines, a return to normal is on the horizon. We can only hope so. Well, let's get this going. Welcome to the college.
Welcome, 2020 inductees, ICD fellows, friends, and families joining us virtually for today's Fellowship Orientation Program, or FOP. I'm your program host, Dr. Michael Badalik, Chair of the Fellowship Orientation Program Committee from the home of the Liberty Bell, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The purpose of our program today is to familiarize you with the basic tenets of the International College of Dentists, USA section, who we are, what we do, what we value, and where we see our organization going over the next 5 to 10 years. First, a few facts. The International College of Dentists, or ICD, is a worldwide honorary organization conceived in 1920 by 2 dentists, Dr. Odafoy from San Francisco, California, and Dr. Akamuro from Nagoya, Japan. The college grew quickly, and by 1928, there were 250 members and 162 countries, states, and provinces. The USA section of the ICD was chartered in 1934, and in 1939, Dr. Justin Towner, a former USA section president, designed the college key. That was soon to be adopted as the ICD symbol. You each received your own personalized key, like you see on my lapel here. Check the back of it, because it has your initials engraved on it, in your new fellow package. I hope that you will wear it and your ICD lapel pin with pride. The lapel pin is a little bit smaller than the key. Today, the International College of Dentists has grown into the preeminent international dental honor society in the world. The USA section is comprised of just over 6,000 fellows who exemplify our core values of integrity, leadership, and service. To be admitted to the ICD is a privilege and an honor that very few dentists earn. And if you're like me, back in 2011, when I was a new fellow, you were probably feeling both humbled and proud. Welcome to the ICD and congratulations. Now I'm privileged to introduce our USA section president, Dr. James Setterberg from the Centennial State of Colorado. Jim will tell you a little bit about our mission and our vision.
Greetings, everyone. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you, the candidates of 2020, to the George D. Selfridge Fellowship Orientation Program of the International College of Dentists. We'd also like to extend a warm welcome to the family and friends of this year's candidates who are watching with you today. Candidates for fellowship, this is a very special time as you're being recognized for your meritorious contributions to dentistry as well as to society. It's a time of great pride, fellowship, and celebration of your accomplishments. Hopefully this virtual event will be able to convey how thrilled we are to have you join us in our quest to improve oral health around the world. It's now my distinct privilege to welcome the other officers and guests who will be speaking to you today during this orientation program. From the USA section, our President-elect, Dr. Jerry Carr, our Vice President, Dr. Risa Martin, USA Foundation President, Dr. Margot Collada Norton, and from the Worldwide College, We'll be hearing from the Secretary General, Dr. Joe Keneally. I would like to extend thanks and appreciation to the Fellowship Orientation Program Committee and their chair, Dr. Michael Badalek, and the USA Section office staff for their work and efforts in creating this unique virtual welcome to the International College. Might I take a moment to remind you of our mission for the ICD? The USA Section of the ICD, as part of the preeminent honor society for dentists in the world, recognizes and promotes excellence in leadership with an emphasis on service, provides support to our fellows and support for our peers, addresses oral health needs and education throughout the world, and fosters an atmosphere of collaboration with those who share our values. And our vision is to be the leading honorary dental organization serving others worldwide. As I said in my speeches earlier this year, when we were still meeting in person, I want the International College of Dentists to be that entity that people think about first when they talk about improving oral health throughout the world. It's a long journey, but we need to walk that walk. I hope you enjoy the rest of the Fellowship Orientation Program. Congratulations. Up next is your President-elect, Dr. Jerry Carr, who hails from Tennessee. Jerry will be speaking to you about the USA Section's 3 core values, and then he'll share a little bit about our strategic plan so that you have a better understanding of how you might be able to help us reach those goals.
Thank you, Jim. Greetings. It's my privilege to welcome each of you new inductees, as well as your friends and family who have joined us to celebrate this honor being bestowed on you today. It is also my honor to add my personal congratulations on your selection as fellows in the International College of Dentists. The ICD has 3 core values: integrity, leadership, and service. Each of you has been invited into fellowship because your sponsors recognize that you demonstrate a strong personal alignment with these values. The ICD commends you, first, for your personal and professional integrity, second, for your leadership in the dental profession, and third, for your service to your patients, to your community, and to the well-being of mankind. Today, you will become a fellow in the most prestigious worldwide dental honor society. However, today is not only a milestone marking the culmination of your achievements through years of diligence and dedication, which is remarkable, but it also marks a new beginning for each of you. It is my hope that as a new fellow, you will see today as an opportunity to continue to exemplify our core values with renewed energy and renewed purpose on behalf of our college. Now, let me briefly discuss our section's strategic plan. The USA section of the ICD has an applied strategic plan that guides and directs the actions of our college. This plan has 5 major goals. I want to challenge each of you to understand and support these objectives because these goals are foundational. By working to achieve these objectives, we fulfill our mission and we facilitate our 3 core values, which you will hear repeatedly many times today: integrity, leadership, and service. Let's look together at each of these 5 goals of our strategic plan. Goal number 1, we value our fellows as our most important resource to achieve our mission, and through our membership, we are as diverse as our profession. This goal speaks of the college's dedication to its fellows and its inclusivity of dental professionals that exemplify the ICD's high standards. Goal number 2, we cultivate and support leadership development activities. This goal speaks to our core value of leadership. Goal number 3, we are the model of domestic and international dental service and collaboration with the goal of improving oral health globally. This goal speaks to our core value of service and is exemplified by our section motto, serving others. Goal 4, we develop state-of-the-art internal and external communications to support our projects and activities. As part of these efforts, we have recently developed some new and exciting social media programs. Live 45 is one such program. Live 45 features interviews with leaders in dentistry speaking about a wide variety of topics of interest to all our fellows. Goal 5, we maintain a secure and sustainable financial position, which allows us to achieve our strategic objectives. Today, as you enter into our fellowship, these goals become your goals. I'm sure that each of you has heard the expression, to those whom much is given, much is expected. The honor being bestowed on you comes with expectations. To better understand these expectations, here is Dr. Badalik to explain the charge we have for each of you as you begin your journey as a fellow of the International College of Dentists. Again, please accept my heartiest congratulations to you on receiving this well-deserved recognition. May God smile on each of you. Mike?
Thank you, Dr. Carr. The USA section of the ICD has 5 key expectations or objectives for its fellows, which complement the 5 goals of which Dr. Carr just spoke of. Let's talk through those important concepts using colored keys as a visual tool to help you remember the following 5 objectives. Key 1, the blue key. This is leadership. I charge you to continue your commitment to leadership and to uphold the highest standards of professional competence and personal ethics. Key 2, the gold key, share the honor. I charge you to recognize other distinguished members of our profession by inviting them into fellowship. Please don't forget that an ICD fellow recognized your achievement and took the effort to sponsor you for fellowship. After your induction, you will have the same privilege. Your position as a fellow in the ICD endows you the same privilege of sponsoring colleagues who exemplify the high standards that are required for fellowship. I urge you to take the opportunity to share the honor. Key 3, the silver key, humanitarianism. One of the reasons you have been chosen for this honor is that through your professional history, you have already demonstrated our USA section motto, serving others. I charge you with continuing to serve others as fellows in the ICD. We hope that you will be passionate in your support of the ICD Foundation as it funds humanitarian projects both in the US and around the world. As part of this charge, I also encourage you to participate in many short and long-term projects that the ICD sponsors. Key 4, the green key. That stands for education. I charge you to contribute to the advancement of the dental profession by promoting and fostering the growth of dental knowledge worldwide. The final and 5th key, number 5, the red key. That stands for professional conduct. I charge you with advancing the best and highest standards of your profession, both morally and ethically, and setting an example of these standards in your own communities. By continuing to demonstrate these qualities in your daily lives, you will join us in fellowship by upholding our core values of integrity, leadership, and service. Again, congratulations on achieving this remarkable milestone in your profession. Not only is this a recognition of past achievements, but it's also the beginning of an opportunity for each of you to shine even brighter as you exemplify all that the ICD stands for. So please remember the 5 key expectations. The blue key, leadership. The gold key, share the honor. The silver key, humanitarianism. The green key, education. And finally, the red key, professional conduct. Now I'm honored to pass forward the virtual microphone to the president of the USA Section Foundation, Dr. Margot Collada Norton. Margot was also the president of the USA Section from 2016 to 2017, and was the first female to hold that position. She's from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the ICD USA Section Foundation, what we support, all that we stand for, and what we strive to accomplish.
Thank you, Michael. I would also like to congratulate you on your acceptance into the International College of Dentists. You are now a part of the 3% of dentists in this country who have been invited to join our ranks. Well done. After serving as the 4th District Regent and the USA Section President, I am now privileged to serve as the USA Section Foundation President. The foundation was established in 1986 as a 501c3 nonprofit entity. Its purpose is to provide financial support to worthy individual entities, corporations, trusts, funds, and foundations that reflect the ICD's mission and vision. Additionally, the foundation supports many of the educational, literary, scientific, and charitable activities of the section. In keeping with the ICD motto of serving others, the foundation provides humanitarian assistance throughout the United States and the world through its general grant program. It has awarded financial assistance to Mission of Mercy clinics, the Kukua and Chagoya Hospital Dental Clinics in Africa, Smiles on Wings, Dental Lifeline, the Open Wide Foundation, Mending Faces, Everyone for Veterans, the Haitian Health Foundation, the Samuel Harris National Museum of Dentistry, Awards for Outstanding Dental Journalism, and many more. In addition to our general grant program, 2 years ago, we started a new grant program in conjunction with Henry Schein Cares. This program is just for USA ICD Fellows. These grants provide seed money for local or state humanitarian projects. I hope many of you will consider applying for one of these grants for your local project in the near future. The foundation is dedicated to improving oral health and the dental profession throughout the USA and the world. For several years, it has been promoting volunteerism by presenting ICD volunteer symposia around the country to educate the dental community on the how and why of volunteering to serve those who are in great need of dental care throughout the world. Student support is another area of focus for the foundation. The foundation supports white coat ceremonies and provides seed money for schools to form global health student associations. These GHSAs, as we call them, introduce students to the importance of being part of the global solution to dental health. This program is designed to get students interested in humanitarian efforts that will begin in dental school and stay with them throughout their career. One of our most successful programs is our Betty R. McCaig International Student Experience Program, which provides third and fourth year dental students funds to assist their humanitarian mission trips and exchange programs abroad. These trips heighten the students' knowledge and awareness of dentistry in other schools and nations throughout the world. In the past 2 years, the foundation has awarded a $2,500 scholarship to a qualified student who applied through the Worldwide College website. We also sponsor annual awards that recognize outstanding leadership and humanitarianism in students in every dental school in the United States. In addition to recognizing the accomplishments of students, the foundation recognizes one outstanding dental leader and one distinguished humanitarian dentist annually at the Convocation dinner celebration. In total, the USA Section Foundation awards between $130,000 and $150,000 worth of grants each year. We are able to provide this financial support because of the generosity of our USA Fellows and our corporate partners. We encourage our fellows to contribute to the foundation when submitting their annual dues, but there are also a number of other ways to provide support. For example, our Century Club fellows donate $100 per month for 5 years. We also have a Legacy Society where you can make a gift to the foundation through your estate. Additionally, I encourage you to take a look at our key room, where we have a wide variety of ICD merchandise available for sale. 30% of the purchase price of these items is a tax-deductible donation to the foundation. You can find out more about the programs that we fund, as well as learn about other ways to support the foundation on our website. Just go to www.usa-icd.org and click on the Foundation tab. I have appreciated the opportunity to tell you about the USA Section Foundation today. And again, Congratulations on your impending induction. Now it is my privilege to introduce Dr. Joe Keneally. Joe served as the USA Section President in 2018 after serving as the Worldwide ICD President in 2015 and as Regent for District 1 between 2011 and 14. In September of this year, he was hired as the Secretary General of the Worldwide International College of Dentists. Joe will give you a brief overview of our parent organization, who they are, what they do, and maybe give you a glimpse at what their future might hold. Thank you. Dr. Keneally?
Hello, and welcome to the ICD. The Worldwide ICD is divided up into 15 autonomous sections spread across the globe. Section 1, USA, is the largest, with approximately half the total membership. Other sections are Canada, Mexico, South America, Europe, India, Japan, Australasia, the Philippines, the Middle East, Korea, Taiwan, China, Myanmar, and Southeast Asia. The 16th section, known for some mysterious reason as Section 20, is made up of a number of regions that are too small to qualify as a section and too remote to be part of one of the others. As I write this introduction, the ICD has over 12,000 fellows in 123 countries, and it supports or sponsors hundreds of dental humanitarian service projects worldwide. These can be found on the Worldwide ICD website, www.icd.org, under the Projects Map and Directory tab. The universal motto of ICD Worldwide is recognizing service and the opportunity to serve. You just heard from USA Section Foundation President Dr. Kalada Norton about that foundation, but the Worldwide College has one as well, the Global Visionary Fund, or GVF. As an international counselor, Margot is also one of the 7 directors of the GVF. Its mission statement is this: the International College of Dentists Global Visionary Fund supports and funds humanitarian and educational oral healthcare programs and initiatives around the world, especially in developing communities where the needs are the greatest. Through its partnership with Henry Schein Cares, the GVF is able to offer grants of dental supplies with a value of up to $5,000 per project to many charitable missions in needy areas. It also offers annual scholarships to dental students through its affiliation with the Washington University Dental Alumni Association Scholarship Program. I've only been the Secretary General for a short time, but I have served as a volunteer leader at all levels of the ICD for a long time, and I've developed many ideas about its future. The Worldwide College office is virtual and cloud-based, with all 5 of its employees working remotely from each other. My Director of Operations, Chelsea Seagren, staffs our Operations Center in Flint, Michigan, which was home to the previous brick-and-mortar college office until recently. I'll work from my summer home in Maine and my winter home in Florida. Our communications specialist lives and works from her home in Orlando, and our Director of Communications lives in Israel. Our Director of Development lives in the United Kingdom. The great thing about a virtual office is you can find your ideal employee for the job you need anywhere in the world, and nobody has to move. I now commute to work down the stairs with the coffee machine, and off I go for the day. We are using a lot of the features of our Microsoft Office 365 subscription to communicate, and we have Microsoft Teams meetings several times a week. In time, as the college grows and develops, I envision a well-trained, empowered, and motivated ICD staff, living and working all over the world, delivering real-time service to our fellows and those they serve. The original concept of the ICD's founders was to create an organization to disseminate dental information among the dentists of the world, and it did that for a very long time. After a while, others were doing it more efficiently, and the ICD morphed into more of an organization that recognized dentists for outstanding service and leadership, community and humanitarian service, dental education and dental research, and it began emphasizing its own humanitarian service projects. Now, with the world affected by the pandemic, the college has launched a new initiative, ICD Online, which is producing free webinars with ICD fellow experts presenting on a variety of subjects of current interest, like dental responses to COVID-19 and the looming threat of antimicrobial resistance. Our ICD staff is currently developing a new virtual office platform that will replace our website while still serving as our online presence. This platform will allow interactivity with me and the rest of the college's staff, while looking and sometimes functioning like an actual physical office. This is a state-of-the-art initiative that will improve our ability to engage and serve our fellows and our collaborators from outside of the ICD. I'm happy to be able to welcome you to the International College of Dentists in this virtual way, and I hope to meet you in person when it becomes safe to do so. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the USA Section's Vice President, Dr. Risa Martin. Risa hails from the great state of Texas, and she's going to talk about a few of the USA Section's activities that support our motto, serving others, a little bit about how to nominate a friend or colleague for the honor of fellowship, and she'll also give you some options about how to get involved in this organization right away.
Thank you, Dr. Keneally, for that introduction. Our motto, serving others, distills who we are in two simple words. Volunteerism is that aspect of our organization where we serve the oral health needs of the world. ICD does this through direct action of our fellows, and we want you to see the value of your membership in ICD. With the absence of person-to-person meetings due to the COVID virus, we wanted to connect with our members, so ICD created a Take 10. Our fellow ambassador of social media, Dr. Amrita Patel, began checking in with our fellows to find out how the dental industry was being affected by the pandemic. A special Take 20 featuring the ADA president, Dr. Chad Gahani, and our ICD president, Dr. James Sederberg, was recorded in October. So check it out on our website. Our live 45 interview series is held on the first Wednesday of the month through our Facebook page, and it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. These interviews are hosted by Dr. Patel, along with one of our leaders as a co-host, and it highlights a fellow regarding leadership or humanitarian efforts. We created Bits and Pieces, which is a continuing education program with CE credit available through the Worldwide College. Our first course was a case study in oral medicine. Our volunteer seminar series helps you prepare for dental mission trips. These have been offered at state dental meetings, but will be online soon. Leaders in Dentistry video series is from 1984 to 2006. The college recorded this unique series of 67 interviews of outstanding dental leaders highlighting their accomplishments and their views on the dental profession. This is a museum YouTube collection and a must-see. As a fellow of ICD, you are recognized by your peers as a leader in your profession, but improvement of skills is a never-ending process. The Leadership Bibliography is a quality list of exceptional leadership books for anyone seeking to improve and is available on our website. Beginning in 2021, our editor will create an online newsletter highlighting our members. So maybe you have a story to share. Did you climb Mount Everest, fight a bear, or maybe something not quite so risky, but still important, like cycling across the US or trying out for the Olympics? We want to hear from you. So by now you're saying, wow, how can I get involved? Well, start by nominating a deserving colleague to fellowship. We call this Share the Honor. Your sponsor took the time and effort for your benefit, and so it's time to pay it forward. Provide free dental exams in your dental office for our Peace Corps volunteers. The paperwork is minimal, but the rewards are plentiful. Volunteer to participate in a mission of mercy in your state or region. Many of our ICD fellows are involved in leading those efforts. And for our veterans, we have information on our website. Make a difference in the life of a veteran by participating in Operation Stand Down or Everyone for Veterans. You can provide a tremendous impact on the lives of low-income veterans, as most veterans are not eligible to receive dental care from the VA. More information about both of these programs is on our website. Or maybe you'd like to mentor a dental student who received an ICD Humanitarian or Leadership Award. You know that they are our future. Or maybe you'd like to participate in the Special Olympics programs in your area. With the pandemic, all of our events are on hold, but many of our ICD dentists are providing free dental care to Special Olympic athletes in the comfort of their own dental offices, and they emphasize providing a dental home. It's amazing what a difference you can make in someone's life. Maybe you'd like to apply for a grant for your humanitarian project through our ICD Foundation. Or maybe you've been blessed and you'd just like to donate to the foundation, which is a 501c3. When you visit the foundation part of the website, don't forget to shop by clicking on the key room. We have lots of great ideas for wonderful gifts: hats, mugs, shirts, ties, keychains, you name it. And you might want to get involved in the inner workings of ICD by serving on a committee or strategic planning goal team. Or maybe just strutting your stuff by volunteering to be interviewed for a Take 10 or a Live 45 session, or maybe writing a Keymail article. I hope you're beginning to understand that the International College of Dentists is much more than just another honorary dental society. We have a lofty vision of how we can improve oral health here at home and around the world with your help, and we'll do just that. Again, congratulations on your nomination and your admittance into our wonderful organization. We look forward to getting to know you and to having you join us as we all serve others. Now we're going to show you a short video entitled "I'm Proud," after which our president, Dr. Setterberg, will return to introduce your district leaders.
Integrity, leadership, service, these are the core values of the International College of Dentists. The International College of Dentists is the preeminent honorary dental society, the only one of its kind. The idea of an international dental organization was conceived in 1920 in Tokyo by Dr. Louis Odafe, an American, and Dr. Surikichi Akamura of Japan. The plans were refined and disclosed in 1926 at the 7th Annual Dental Congress in Philadelphia, and on New Year's Eve 1927, the ICD was born. The ICD now has more than 10,000 members worldwide from 122 countries. The USA section is the largest, with more than 6,300 members. The organization recognizes and promotes leadership and service worldwide. The process of becoming a fellow is very selective.
What we expect from that individual that's being nominated is to share our core values.
Each district will nominate distinguished individuals who have demonstrated professionalism and leadership and also participated in humanitarian activities throughout their career.
The ICD searches out those that fit the mold, those that have given service, those that are known to have the integrity.
Each year, the International College of Dentists welcomes new fellows into the organization in a special convocation ceremony.
My local component president nominated me. I think once you're nominated, the application process is really guided by the members who are already involved, and they really encourage you just to help get you through that process.
When I became a fellow, I can remember all the flags of the countries that are participating in the International College of Dentists in this worldwide organization.
When you stand there and you see everybody in their robes and their gowns and family members on the sides, and it's a sight to behold.
That's a memorable experience for people, and it was exciting, and it made you feel a very strong part of this organization, that you were now a part of these special people.
The ICD is involved in many programs that allow members to showcase their commitment to service, such as the International Collaborative Initiative, which includes the popular student exchange program that shares knowledge and experiences among dental students of the global community. Volunteering overseas, programs that provide dental humanitarian support on a global basis. The Fisher House Project, providing emergency palliative care to military families housed at a Fisher House, while their wounded loved ones receive treatment at a medical facility nearby. Peace Corps exams, where ICD fellows provide exams for Peace Corps volunteers free of charge, in appreciation for their commitment to global service. Missions of Mercy, portable clinics in cities across the country, at which volunteers provide free dental care for underserved people. Student awards are given for leadership to a graduating student from every U.S. dental school. And White Coat Ceremonies, a symbolic event that recognizes the dental students' transition into patient care. Many ICD districts sponsor a White Coat ceremony at their respective dental schools.
The USA section established a foundation which would be independent from the section, but basically would assist the section with their projects and also be able to contribute to some of the broader projects from time to time. The section itself contributes significantly to the foundation. It also receives gifts and bequests and things like that are obviously tax deductible.
The International College of Dentists welcomes the leaders of tomorrow, those who show a career-long commitment to service, humanitarianism, and education.
I think the most special thing about the ICD is the members themselves. They are truly a great group of people who are dedicated in their leadership abilities and their service to others. What they have done for dentistry and humanity is significant.
There are many people in this organization who continue to give of their time, expend their energy, and utilize the leadership skills they've developed elsewhere to serve others through their involvement in the college, both internationally as well as in the United States.
One of the things that has frustrated me in dentistry over the last couple of decades has been an orientation toward money. The ICD typifies the antithesis of that, in which the organization is oriented toward the altruistic things and the service orientation.
So many of us get caught up in trying to build our practice, get the greatest and latest things in our office, and we kind of forget what we really got into dentistry for. And I think at this stage of my life, I don't want to wait till I retire to give back. I want to do it now while my skills are at their highest.
This again is not the end of your career. We want you to continue to provide service and leadership and to mentor. And that's what we're all about.
We're very energized, we're very motivated, and I see great things in our future.
I'm proud.
I'm proud.
I'm proud.
I'm proud.
I'm proud to be a fellow in the International College of Dentists.
Hello, this is Tom Kasirik, Vice President with the ADA Members Insurance Plans. On behalf of the ADA Members Insurance Plans, I want to personally thank the members and volunteer leaders of the International College of Dentists for the opportunity to be part of this virtual event. For more than 85 years, the ADA Members Insurance Plans have been dedicated to protecting the financial well-being of ADA and ICD members throughout their dental careers. And we proudly offer life, disability, and supplemental medical coverage along with risk management resources to best meet their unique needs. We invite you to take a moment to consider the strong cost-competitive advantages of the ADA group insurance plans that are a benefit of ADA membership. Our website at insurance.ada.org provides ease of use to view the group rates exclusive to ADA members, along with the types of coverage and how to apply. We would also like to applaud the dedication and efforts of ICD members in support of their humanitarian mission. We wish all of you and your families the very best this holiday season and for the new year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasant duty to call to order the 86th Annual Convocation of the United States of America section of the International College of Dentists. Please rise and join in singing the first stanza of our national anthem, and then please remain standing for the invocation that will be given by our President-elect, Dr. Jerry Carr.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you on this special occasion with humility and with gratitude for the many blessings you have so graciously bestowed on us. We thank you for the privilege of serving others through our profession, and we ask for the wisdom to carry out that service with excellence, knowing that in all we do it as unto you. We humbly plead to you to intervene in the devastation of the pandemic, which is causing so much suffering throughout the world. May each of us do our part to protect one another, and we ask that an effective vaccine will soon be available. We pray for all your children suffering throughout the world, not only from the pandemic, but from hunger and disease. And we ask that you use our college to be an effective instrument for good as we reach out to serve those less fortunate than ourselves. In this time of national division and uncertainty, we pray for healing and unity in our country. And as fellows of the ICD, we ask for wisdom to know how we ourselves can be instrumental in that healing. Now, Lord, we especially ask your blessings on this convocation and on these ICD inductees who will receive the honor of fellowship today. It is our prayer that the commitment that they have shown to excellence through their past service to their profession, to their communities, to their families, and to others in need will only increase as they become part of our fellowship. Now, in all we do and say, we give you the honor and glory. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. On behalf of the officers and regents of the USA section of the International College of Dentists, I extend to the fellows-elect, fellows, families, international friends, and guests a most hearty welcome to our convocation. Thank you for joining us today as we honor those being inducted into the college. Fellows-elect, this should be an occasion long to remember. You've been carefully selected by our members, deputy regents, vice regents, regents, and officers to receive this distinct honor by virtue of the fact that you've distinguished yourself in our profession. You, therefore, today bring honor to our great organization. Being admitted into the fellowship of a professional organization distinction is one of the most significant experiences of a person's vocational career. In the profession of dentistry, such reception signifies that through devoted service and and high ethical standards that you have brought honor to the profession, and that, in return, you are being honored by that profession. After being formed in 1920, the International College of Dentists was incorporated in 1928. The organization was created for these purposes: to foster cordial relations among dentists in all parts of the world, for cooperation among dentists in the interest of progress in the science and art of dentistry, to aid in the educating of all peoples concerning the importance of dentistry as a health measure. Then, as now, those chosen were ethical, had facilitated the progress of dentistry, and had given back by serving others. In order that you may have a deeper appreciation of the honor now being conferred upon you, in order that we all may grasp more fully the aims, objectives, and purpose of the International College of Dentists, I direct your attention to Article 3 of its Constitution, which sets forth that the organization's specific purpose is a recognition of outstanding professional achievement and meritorious service and the continued progress of dentistry for the benefit of all humankind. Now, may I remind you of the fellowship pledge by which you commit to live in strict accordance with the ideals, rules, and regulations of the college, and at all times adhere to the principles of the Golden Rule in your relations with your patients as well as your colleagues. This occasion marks an arrival of time in your life when recognition of your work and accomplishments is due. Your qualifications have been examined by the Credentials Committee, the Board of Regents, the counselors, and the Deputy Regents. You have met or exceeded all requirements for fellowship. And may I admonish you that this occasion does not mark you as having fulfilled your professional achievements. As Dr. Jonas Salk said, the reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more. And that's what we expect of each and every one of you as well. We'd also encourage you to participate in district ICD events and be an active ICD fellow. As in all other associations, you will receive in proportion to what you give. Now, by the authority of the Board of Regents and the power vested in me as President of the United States of America section of the International College of Dentists, it gives me great pleasure and distinct honor to confer upon you fellowship in the college. All of you should have received or will receive shortly a box containing 3 of the symbols of your acceptance into our esteemed organization. That box contains first a college key on a green and yellow lanyard. This key would normally be presented to you by our worldwide president, Dr. Akira Senda, who will be congratulating you after the ceremony. Then, under normal circumstances, I would present you with your fellowship plaque and extend you the right hand of fellowship, an ancient and honorable sign of friendship, thereby granting you the rights and privileges of the college, wishing you continued health and success in your professional career. Under the guidance of God, we shall work together for the common purpose of alleviating human suffering. As we proceed with the induction, I wish to express my deep appreciation to each regent, vice regent, and deputy regent. These hardworking men and women are the backbones of the USA sections, states, and districts. I'll now introduce the district regents who will introduce their district leaders and read the names of their fellows-elect. As we proceed with the induction, I wish to express my deep appreciation to each regent, vice regent, and deputy regent. These hardworking men and women are the backbone of the USA sections, states, and districts. I will now introduce the district regents who will introduce their district leaders and read the names of their fellows-elect. District from Region 6, Dr. Arnold S. Jacobson of Clayton, Missouri. Dr. Jacobson, will you please introduce your vice regent and deputy regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my vice regent, Fred Howard of Kentucky, and my deputy regents, John Rich of Kentucky, Larry Gaston of Missouri, Vince Beltry of West Virginia, and Jay Height of Tennessee. Now, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 6 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Anthony S. Beck, Lexington, Kentucky, sponsored by Anthony Cariochian. Dr. Feck has been a dedicated leader in education of fellow dentists in his areas of expertise. Mark A. Moats, Henderson, Kentucky, sponsored by M. Samantha Shaver. Dr. Moats has served as president of the Kentucky Dental Association and serves his community and the armed forces. Michael W. Berry, Moberly, Missouri, sponsored by Robert G. Fox. Dr. Berry has served as president of the Missouri Dental Association and gives his talents to Give Kids a Smile, Missouri Missions for Mercy, in the ADA House of Delegates. Michael E. Dietrich, St. Louis, Missouri, nominated by Arnold S. Jacobson. Dr. Dietrich has been a leader in dental, military, and public health service and was instrumental in starting the WUDA ICD Scholarship. Jason P. Hall, Springfield, Missouri, sponsored by F. Stanley Hall. Dr. Hall has been a leader in his component dental society and in his community through Give Kids a Smile and Missouri Missions for Mercy, among others. Arthur J. Mashaya, St. Louis, Missouri, sponsored by Michael Walter Noble. Dr. Mashaya has educated and mentored a generation of oral and maxillofacial surgeons in the St. Louis area and has led missions abroad. Robert Retty, St. Louis, Missouri, sponsored by Jason E. Portnoy. Dr. Retty has served as the president of his local oral surgery society and provides free care for hospital-based patients and leads the oral surgery section of Missouri Missions of Mercy. Herbert C. Silva, Chesterfield, Missouri, sponsored by Marcia L. Martin. Dr. Silva has served on the faculty at St. Louis University Center for Advanced Dental Education and A.T. Still University, focusing on advanced care for veterans. He is a Marine Corps veteran and a longtime supervisor of officiating for the United States Soccer Federation. Keith T. Blockley, Chattanooga, Tennessee, sponsored by G. Matthew Brock. Dr. Blockley is a forensic odontologist who serves on the Board of Trustees of the Tennessee Dental Association and volunteers in a local clinic and for remote area medical. Timothy C. Carter, Clarksville, Tennessee, sponsored by Anthony Cariotti. Dr. Carter is a board-certified periodontist who coaches baseball, has climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, and volunteers his dental skills for the needy here and abroad. Estella A. Erland, Memphis, Tennessee, sponsored by Tom N. Thompson. Dr. Erland is an endodontist who gives her talent tirelessly to the Give Kids a Smile, Missions of Mercy, and Head Start events. Sean Lehman Grimes, Nashville, Tennessee, sponsored by K. Jean Beauchamp. Dr. Lehman Grimes is an orthodontist who donates, mentors, and sponsors mobile dental care in Tennessee. Timothy Patrick McConnell, Maryville, Tennessee, sponsored by James W. Curtis. Dr. McConnell is an oral surgeon who frequently participates in and leads mission trips to Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, and with remote area medical here at home. William F. Profit Jr., Maryville, Tennessee, sponsored by John Douglas Barrett. Dr. Profit is a GP who has served in missions abroad in Guatemala and here at home with remote area medical. Michael D. Vaughn, Nashville, Tennessee, sponsored by Robert Southgate Elam. Dr. Vaughn has served as an officer in the Tennessee Dental Association, editor of the Tennessee AGD newsletter, as well as volunteering in mobile dental care in rural Tennessee. Daniel T. Carrier, Morgantown, West Virginia, sponsored by Samuel Vincent Beltry. Dr. Carrier has been president of the Monongahela Dental Society and volunteers in nursing homes, Give Kids a Smile, and in rural West Virginia in a dental RV. Greg Cruz, Huntington, West Virginia, sponsored by Charles L. Smith. Dr. Cruz has served as past president of the Huntington Dental Society and a delegate to the ADA. He serves on the board of directors of and treats men and women in active recovery at Recovery Point in Huntington, West Virginia. Louis D. Gilbert, Somerville, West Virginia, sponsored by James W. Vargo. Dr. Gilbert currently serves on the West Virginia Board of Dentistry and chairs the board's anesthesia committee. He has helped save his community hospital and led component societies and helped West Virginia dentists get through the pandemic. Larry J. Kolaski III, Charleston, West Virginia, sponsored by Kenneth H. Dolan. Dr. Kolaski is a past president of his local dental association, the West Virginia University Orthodontic Alumni Association, and is an avid golfer. Lance Pittman, Martinsburg, West Virginia, sponsored by Thomas Wade Lester. Dr. Pittman has been a leader in political action in West Virginia Dental Association and the West Virginia Association of Orthodontics. Jason M. Rausch, Parkersville, West Virginia, sponsored by Charles L. Smith. Dr. Rausch has been the state dental director of West Virginia since 2010 and has been instrumental in leading West Virginia dentists through the pandemic. Ronnie J. Sparks, Charleston, West Virginia, sponsored by Michael L. Richardson. Dr. Sparks is president of the Kanawha Valley Dental Society, a delegate to the West Virginia Executive Council, and lead orthodontist on the Charleston Cleft Palate team.
Region from District 8, Dr. Mary A. Starziak of Chicago, Illinois. Dr. Starziak, will you please introduce your vice regent and your deputy regents, and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Dr. Sederberg, thank you very much. I would like to introduce my vice regent, D. Spencer Pope, and my deputy regent, Susan B. Bishop, from District 8 of Illinois. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 8 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Shafa Amir Sultani of Elmwood Park, Illinois, sponsored by D. Spencer Pope. Shafa is involved in the Illinois State and Chicago Dental Societies. She proudly volunteers at the Chicago Dental Society Foundation Dental Clinic, delivering needed dental care. Vincent John Arpino of Libertyville, Illinois, sponsored by D. Spencer Pope. Vincent is an orthodontist who is the executive director of the Alumni Association of Illinois. He is also the treasurer and finance chair of the Chicago Dental Society Foundation. Kelly J. Christensen of Niles, Illinois, sponsored by Stephen Donald Palatinas. Kelly is on faculty at Midwestern College of Dental Medicine in Downers Grove and is their mission trip coordinator. Glenn DeWert of Woodridge, Illinois, sponsored by Yi Sing Huang. Glenn and I first met when I, as a Chicago Dental Society board director, was tasked for looking for sites for the new Chicago Dental Society Foundation Clinic over 10 years ago. He is now on faculty at Midwestern College of Dental Medicine in Downers Grove. Maria Therese S. Galang Boquerno of Chicago, Illinois, sponsored by me, Mary A. Starshak. Marie Therese and I first met at the University of Illinois at Chicago College of Dentistry's White Coat Ceremony, where she is an orthodontic faculty member. Her area of expertise is sleep apnea, where she has published numerous research articles on the topic. Her mother is also a member of the International College. Jason Guerrero of Chicago, Illinois, sponsored by Victoria Ann Ursitti. Jason is the director of Dental Lifeline Network and is a prosthodontist involved in the Northwest Suburban branch of the Chicago Dental Society. Rand F. Harlow of Oak Park, Illinois, is sponsored by Caswell A. Evans. Rand and I met a few years ago when he was appointed to serve on the dental board of the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation. He is a prosthodontist who is the director of Advanced Prosthodontic Program at the University of Illinois at Chicago College of Dentistry. Linda M. Castee of Chicago, Illinois, sponsored by Leslie Robin Halpern. Linda is a professor of public health policy at the University of Illinois at Chicago College of Dentistry. She is a life member and board member of iFloss, which is a coalition to improve oral health in Illinois. Ronald J. Majira of New Lenox, Illinois, sponsored by Philip L. Shefke. Ron and I have known each other for numerous years as members of the Polish Dental Arts Club of Chicago. He has served in the U.S. Army Dental Corps and is now a faculty member at Midwestern College of Dental Medicine in Downers Grove. James R. McKee of Downers Grove, Illinois, sponsored by David James Mazanares. James has been an active leader in the American Academy of Restorative Dentistry and the Equilibration Society. He has spent his career teaching others about occlusion and TMD. Richard J. Osmansky of Crystal Lake, sponsored by D. Spencer Pope. Richard is actively involved in the Illinois State Dental Society through the McHenry County Dental Society. He has volunteered at the Mission of Mercy and numerous other health fairs throughout his McHenry County. Lyle S. Chatty Reedy of Freeport, Illinois, sponsored by D. Spencer Pope. Lyle came into dentistry after being a flight attendant for Pan Am and United Airlines. He is now a trustee for the Illinois State Dental Society, as well as president of the U.S. Dental Grant Dental Society. Peggy A. Richardson of Tinley Park, Illinois, sponsored by Susan B. Bishop. Peggy has served as a director of the Chicago Dental Society and serves on the Illinois State Dental Society Foundation Board of Directors. She has received the Illinois State Dental Society Foundation Greek Leadership Award. William T. Schlosser of Springfield, Illinois, sponsored by Michael David Danner. William serves as a trustee on the Illinois State Dental Society Board of Directors from the G.V. Black Dental Society. He does a community program offering dental services to the underserved in that area. Sunny K. Tilwani of Chicago, Illinois, sponsored by Denise D. Hale. Sunny is a periodontist and a clinical associate professor at the University of Illinois at Chicago College of Dentistry. He has deep concerns for humanity and helps the less fortunate through various programs. Mona Von Kennigan of Chicago, Illinois, sponsored by Sharon Joy Perlman. Mona and I met at the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation meetings, for she is the Illinois Oral Health Director. She devotes hours to helping the communities of Illinois learn about oral health. Quan Shea of Chicago, Illinois, sponsored by Ronald M. Milnarek. Quan is the director of Endodontic Undergraduate Clinic at the University of Illinois at Chicago College of Dentistry. She started her dental career at West China College of Stomatology and has published numerous research projects.
Regent from District 9, Dr. Stephen R. Harris of Farmington Hills, Michigan. Dr. Harris, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellow-elect from your district?
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to introduce and thank my 9th District officers. Vice Regent, Dr. Ned Murphy, Michigan Deputy Regent, Dr. Stephen Solfaro, and Wisconsin Deputy Regent, Dr. Ed Chira, who are instrumental in assuring that we put forth such qualified and worthy candidates. Now, it's my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 9 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Michigan inductees are Dr. Christopher T. Gorecki. Chris never shies away from volunteering to serve the dental profession. A true leader, he has been local chair of a Michigan Mission of Mercy, elected trustee of the Michigan Dental Association, and currently is the executive director of Macomb County Dental Society. Dr. Mark Allen Hostetler. Mark has been a stellar volunteer in the Michigan Dental Association, serving on and chairing peer-reviewed dental care and ethics committees ever since 1985. Mark has a passion to volunteer in his community through the high school band boosters and coaching travel basketball, baseball, and softball. Dr. Vincent P. Lizio. With understated demeanor, Vince has long served the dental profession, mentoring countless young dentists at Great Expressions Dental Centers. He has been a longtime volunteer at St. Vincent de Paul Dental Clinic in Detroit and currently serves as a trustee of the Michigan Dental Association. Dr. Ahmad Malik Fard. It says a lot about someone's character when they are recognized by their peers, or in Ahmad's case, his students and fellow faculty members, as he has been voted outstanding faculty member several times. A longtime educator, Ahmed has had a positive impact on countless students and dentists in Michigan, Nebraska, and Tehran. He puts the international in ICD. Dr. Christopher D. Mazzola, one of only 45 dentists to be awarded the distinction of Pankey Scholar, Chris is an enthusiastic educator and mentor. Humanitarian-minded, Chris consistently gives back to the community through Michigan Dental Association's donated dental services and his involvement in Big Brothers and Big Sisters programs. Dr. Vianti M. Oza, a graduate of the Michigan Dental Association LEAD program, Vijanti has been active on many committees at the state and local level and currently serves on the State Board of Dentistry. She has a passion for animals and travels to India often to participate in the Helpless Animals Life Project. Dr. Elizabeth Francis Rollstrom. Elizabeth is a natural leader who eagerly volunteers to the Macomb County Dental Society, Michigan Dental Association, and the Michigan Academy of Pediatric Dentistry. A mother of 4 young children, she never slows down, finding time to volunteer at her church and the Foundation for Exceptional Children. Brian K. Rathke. Brian has a long history of leadership services to the dental profession in the Michigan Dental Association and in the Resort District Dental Society. He is a true humanitarian, donating countless dollars worth of dental supplies to missions all around the world and free dental care for the underserved through the Donated Dental Services Program. Wisconsin's inductees. Dr. Mark Alexander Bruner. Mark is a Georgia peach, transplanted amongst the cheeseheads of Wisconsin. A distinguished periodontist and educator, Mark continuously gives of himself
for the advancement of dentistry as he shapes the young minds of dental students at Marquette University School of Dentistry. Dr. Joseph D. Euchre. Joe is an outstanding leader involved in many positions of the Wisconsin Dental Association, currently serving as a trustee. He also is a true humanitarian, having volunteered for several dental missions abroad and hasn't missed a Wisconsin Mission of Mercy or Give Kids a Smile event. Dr. Andrew David Wells. Andrew is on a fast track to a distinguished career in dentistry, as in a few short years, he has served on several committees for the ADA, Wisconsin Dental Association, and the Great Dane Dental Society. Leadership and community service comes second nature to him.
Regent from District 10, Dr. Timothy R. Languth of Duluth, Minnesota. Dr. Languth, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Thank you, Dr. Sederberg. Mr. President, I would like to introduce the Vice Regent from District 10, Dr. Teresa Fong from Minnesota. Our Deputy Regents in Section 10 are Dr. Venetia Laganis, Minnesota, Dr. Sarah Stufen from Iowa, Dr. James Jenkins from Nebraska, Dr. Paul Tronsgaard from North Dakota, and Dr. Grant Tietze from South Dakota. It's now my distinct honor to present an outstanding candidate from District 10 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Dr. Jorge Perdigo has been nominated by Dr. Ted Roberson. Dr. Perdigo has made significant contributions in the science of dentin adhesives for our profession. He has served on the editorial boards for many major dental journals, as well as a consultant for the ADA Council of Scientific Affairs. He's received his DMD degree from the University of Lisbon, Portugal, as perhaps the only dentist in the ADA to serve in the Air Force of Portugal. He's been at the University of Minnesota since 1985. I submit Dr. Perdigo for membership in our college.
Regent from District 11, Dr. David E. Houghton of Kelso, Washington. Dr. Houghton, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and your Deputy Regents, and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I am delighted to introduce our Vice Regent, Dr. Thomas Pollard of Portland, Oregon, and the outstanding Deputy Regents from District 11. Dr. Phyllis Pendergrast of Fairbanks, Alaska, Dr. Spencer Lloyd of Caldwell, Idaho, Dr. John Smith of Helena, Montana, Dr. David Dowsett of Portland, Oregon, and Dr. Mary Krempaski Smith of Spokane, Washington. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 11 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Katie C. Julian, Anchorage, Alaska, sponsored by Philip M. Campbell. Dr. Julian's professional career in orthodontics has taken her to 2 states, Texas and Alaska, where she has committed herself to academia, being on the faculty of Texas A&M Baylor University College of Dentistry, private practice, and overseas care. An interesting fact about Dr. Julian is that she was a scholarship and interview coach and judge for the Miss America Scholarship Pageant. And as of this recording, there was no word on whether Dr. Julian's cattle herd will accompany her back to Alaska from Texas. Jeff Herzog, Boise, Idaho, sponsored by John S. Kriz. In addition to his commitments to organized dentistry and the Idaho State Dental Association, Dr. Herzog has taken the opportunity to participate in a couple of humanitarian missions to Jamaica and Belize. Dr. Herzog enjoys many outdoor activities and is passionate about passing on this love and knowledge by volunteering, mentoring, and coaching many youth activities in his local community. Matthew Moen, Lewiston, Montana, sponsored by Donald Casper Moen. Dr. Moen provides dental services at Central Montana Medical Center treating neglected and underserved populations. Volunteering as a coach and mentor for several youth sports teams, as well as being a member of his church's pastoral council, are just a couple of examples of his commitment to community leadership and service. Rebecca Bacow, Seattle, Washington, sponsored by Stephen W. Karstensen. Dr. Bacow was briefly with Public Health and is currently an affiliate faculty member at the University of Washington School of Dentistry and a resident faculty member at Spears Education. She has been and continues to be dedicated to research and clinical practice in orthodontics and dentofacial orthopedics. Christopher Doro, Othello, Washington, sponsored by Dr. Dexter E. Barnes. Dr. Doro has been and continues to be incredibly involved with Ducks Unlimited in both Washington state and nationally, most recently as a Flyway Vice President. Even with all of Dr. Doro's commitments with Ducks Unlimited and his leadership roles as a member of the Board of Directors of the Washington State Dental Association, he still finds time to champion youth in his local community by helping to provide opportunities and development for kids. Kim David Nordberg, Puyallup, Washington, sponsored by Joseph Ardwin Schneider, organizing, co-leading, participating, and mentoring dental students from Loma Linda, USC, and UCLA on dental missions to both Guatemala and El Salvador over the past 21 years has certainly demonstrated Dr. Nordberg's passion for humanitarian service. Dr. Nordberg continues to volunteer research and evaluation for Dr. Gordon Christensen and clinical research associates when not serving the dentists of Washington State as a member of the Washington State Dental Association Board of Directors. Peter M. Pellegrini, Everett, Washington, sponsored by Marissa Navidad Bender. Dr. Pellegrini is involved in organized dentistry and research, dentofacial orthopedics and orthodontics, and with a passion for local youth through his participation in various programs for youth, such as Give Kids a Smile, Husky Smiles, and Toothapalooza, which is an early intervention program at Everett, Washington's Children's Museum. A lifelong cyclist and athlete, Dr. Pellegrini has now entered, as he puts it, his coaching phase and is excited to teach and coach the next generations of would-be cyclists and athletes.
Region from District 12, Dr. Nikki C. Carter of Little Rock, Arkansas. Dr. Carter, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I'm honored to introduce our Vice Regent, Dr. Stephen Ortego of Louisiana. Dr. Ortego will introduce each Deputy Regent, who will then introduce and present our District 12 2020 candidates. Dr. Ortego.
Mr. President, it's my great honor now to introduce the Deputy Regent from Arkansas, Dr. Mark Bailey.
Dr. Ortego, thank you very much. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 12 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Dr. Bradley D. Becker, Fort Smith, Arkansas, sponsored by Dr. Charles Gregory Liggett. Dr. Becker serves on the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Dental Hygiene School Advisory Committee and donates his time to the Fort Smith Area Community Dental Clinic. Next is Dr. Brian Bishop, Greenwood, Arkansas, sponsored by Dr. Mark Bailey. Dr. Bishop is planning a mission trip, if you will, to Uganda if the pandemic lifts, and serves at the Fort Smith Community Dental Clinic as well. Dr. Jeffrey A. Casey from Hinesville, Arkansas, sponsored by Dr. Dwight D. Duckworth. Dr. Casey is chairman of the AGD Fellowship Examination Committee and is a past alternate delegate to the American Dental Association. Dr. David Allen Cecilin, Fort Smith, Arkansas. He is sponsored by Dr. Ryan Warner Henry. He presently serves on the Delta Dental of Arkansas Smiles or Medicaid Advisory Committee, and he did a combat tour of duty in Iraq from December 2004 to December 2005. Dr. Michael B. Cruz, Little Rock, Arkansas. He is sponsored by Dr. John David Pitts. Dr. Cruz volunteers at the Arkansas Mission of Mercy and is part of the clinical faculty at the University of Arkansas College of Medical Sciences in their graduate residency program. Dr. Brad Ernie, Jonesboro, Arkansas. He is also sponsored by Dr. John David Pitts. He serves on the Arkansas State Dental Association Executive Council and also serves on the Arkansas State Board of Health. Last but not least, from the great state of Arkansas is Dr. David Keith Jones, Little Rock, Arkansas, sponsored by Dr. John David Pitts. He is president of the Southeast District of the Arkansas State Dental Association, and he presently serves on the Executive Council of the Arkansas State Dental Association. Congratulations to these fellows, and I appreciate the work of the International College of Dentists.
Mr. President, it is now my great honor to introduce the Deputy Regent from Louisiana, Dr. Christy Swallow.
Thank you, Dr. Ortego. It's my distinct privilege to present these outstanding candidates from Louisiana for fellowship in the college. Dr. John D. DeGate from Houma, Louisiana, sponsored by Dr. Francis G. Martello. Dr. DeGate completed an anesthesia residency at the Medical College of Pennsylvania after 10 years in practice in 1991 and was awarded the Alan Copping Excellence in Teaching Award at the LSU School of Dentistry in 2009. Dr. Nelson P. Daly from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and sponsored by Dr. Christy Swallow. Dr. Nelson served as a Louisiana Dental Association state president and enjoys an extensive continuing education career, which allows him to improve on the care of his patients, he says, while keeping dentistry exciting for himself. Dr. Elliot D. Guerin from New Orleans, Louisiana, and sponsored by Dr. Christy Swallow. Over the last 10 years, Dr. Guerin has chaired an annual 3-day live music event in the French Quarter that has raised around $100,000 for the New Orleans Musicians Clinic, which provides health care to those musicians with poverty-level income and no insurance. He also has chaired the New Orleans Dental Conference, having worked with its planning for over a decade. Dr. Scott C. Kogler from Gonzales, Louisiana, and sponsored by Dr. Christy Swallow. Dr. Kogler has received his fellowship, master's, and LLSR from the AGD, and after 45 years of marriage with his best friend, Melissa, they still enjoy working together on the Louisiana Mission of Mercy as volunteers. Dr. Reed M. Owens from Destrehan, Louisiana, and sponsored by Dr. Christy Swallow. Dr. Owens was recently promoted to the rank of Major in the Louisiana Army National Guard following 10 years of service, and has the privilege of practicing dentistry alongside his wife, mother, and father, leaving a family legacy of dental service in their community. Dr. Sean C. Owens from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and sponsored by Dr. Christy Swallow. Dr. Owens is a partner, owner in 3 dental offices, and served on the board of directors for the Louisiana Dental Association. Congratulations to all of you. It's a well-deserved honor.
Mr. President, it is now my great honor to introduce the Deputy Regent from Oklahoma, Dr. Doug Auld.
Thank you, Dr. Ortego. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 12, Oklahoma section for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. First is Christopher P. Fagan from Enid, Oklahoma. He was sponsored by Shannon Lee Griffin, and he is currently president-elect of the Oklahoma Dental Association. Next is Tim Fagan from Enid, Oklahoma. He was sponsored by Paul Matthews Malasserel. He is a past president of the Oklahoma Dental Association, and he is currently chair of the undergraduate pediatric dentistry program at the Oklahoma University College of Dentistry. Next is William G. Reeves from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He was sponsored by Christy M. Swallow. He is the past president of the Southwest Society of Periodontists, and he's a member of the Board of Trustees of the American Academy of Periodontics. Next is Phoebe Vaughn from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She was sponsored by Shannon Lee Griffin. She is currently the editor of the Journal of the Oklahoma Dental Association and the director of the AEGD program at the Oklahoma University College of Dentistry. She is also an excellent concert pianist. Last is Paul Wilkes from Edmond, Oklahoma. He was sponsored by Paul Matthews Malasserol, and he is a clinical faculty member at the Oklahoma University College of Dentistry.
District 13, Dr. Henrik E. Hansen of Fairfield, California. Dr. Hansen, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Craig Yarborough, and my Deputy Regents from District 13. From Central California, Elizabeth DeMichaels. From Los Angeles, California, Sadeh Namashtika. From Northern California, Don Rolofson. From San Diego, Donna Clauser. And from San Francisco, Cynthia Radasani. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 13 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Nimat Hassan from Las Vegas, Nevada, sponsored by Frances Jones. She has extensive research, especially in dental materials. She's also a worldwide dental educator. Kim Austin from Carson, California, sponsored by Frances Jones. He's a perio educator at USC and consultant to the REB, numerous community service projects. Edward Balasanian from Mission Viejo, California, sponsored by Michael Machini. He has extensive leadership in the California Dental Association and also the Orange County Dental Society. He's also been very involved in peer review at Orange County. Gail Cheatwood from Holtville, California, sponsored by Brian Hong. She is the founder and president of Dental Vision's Mission, past president, Imperial County Dental Society, and many humanitarian activities. Emmanuel Gross, Santa Monica, California, sponsored by Frances Jones. Involved in the California Society of Pediatric Dentistry, past president, I do believe, and peer review chair, also very involved in the Cerebral Palsy Organization of Los Angeles, who's on their board. Edmund Hewitt, Los Angeles, California, sponsored by Dennis Tartaco. Numerous volunteer and community service projects, extensive teaching and research, and publications. Stuart Hoffman, Calabasas, California, sponsored by Daniel Maeda. Many humanitarian and community service activities, also an orthodontic educator and lecturer. Stephen Ken from Torrance, California, sponsored by Cynthia Bradasani. I've had the pleasure of working with Stephen Ken for many, many years. He's had extensive positions in leadership with the California Dental Association, the American Dental Association, also been very involved in CDA peer review. Eugene Kim, sponsored by Daniel Maeda from Buena Park, California, conducts ongoing advanced implant training in Mexico, founded and runs an implant study club and lectures at UCLA. Joan Kim, Brea, California, sponsored by Daniel Maeda, multiple humanitarian mission trips, oral maxillofacial surgeon, lecturer, and educator. Jonathan Everett Lee, Foster City, California, sponsored by Christy Swallow, past president, Western Society of Pediatric Dentistry and California Society of Pediatric Dentistry, consultant and examiner, American Board of Pediatric Dentistry. Hein Gwen, El Monte, California, sponsored by Donna Clauser, extensive implant teaching and volunteer work, especially with the American Vietnamese community, has done a lot of mentoring and easing the transition for people who are just coming to this country from Vietnam. Flavia Peary, Los Angeles, California, sponsored by Alan Jones, UCA lecturer, researcher, and professor of periodontics, multiple humanitarian activities. Charlene Queek, Monrovia, California, sponsored by Lawrence Grayhills. Many CDA Cares events, very active board member of the Boys and Girl Scouts of America. Parrish Seguizada, Los Angeles, California, sponsored by Thomas Tanbong Leon, president of AADR and the Southern California Academy of Oral Pathology, mobile dental clinics of USC, and multiple humanitarian activities. Eric Wong, Sacramento, California, sponsored by Ronald Fritz, multiple service positions with the California Dental Board and numerous volunteer positions.
Regent from District 14, Dr. David K. O'Connell of Salt Lake City, Utah. Dr. O'Connell, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Dr. Brian Poley from Arizona, and Deputy Regents from District 14. They are from Arizona, Dr. Brian Poley; Colorado, Dr. Karen Foster; from Hawaii, Dr. Russell Tom; from Nevada, Dr. Daniel Orr; New Mexico, Dr. David Moore; Utah, Dr. Gary Wiest; and from Wyoming, Dr. Jerry Donahue. Now, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 14 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Victoria Trinidad Griego, Glendale, Arizona, sponsored by W. Brian Poley. Dr. Griego has been very active as a board member with the Arizona Dental Association and regularly volunteers for Mission of Mercy and veteran stand-down clinics. Brad J. Wall, Scottsdale, Arizona, sponsored by Rebecca Lynn Pickens Sissel. Dr. Wall is a dental educator who regularly provides dental care to underserved veteran populations. Omar S. Alburai, Denver, Colorado, sponsored by Richard A. Williamson. Dr. Alburai is a prosthodontic educator who regularly shares his knowledge through CE courses and has conducted dental missions in his native Libya. Eric M. Beckman, Aurora, Colorado, sponsored by Douglas Allen Heller. Dr. Beckman is a regular volunteer lecturer in a dental hygiene school. He is a board member of his local constituent dental society. Raminder Kaur, Fort Morgan, Colorado, sponsored by John W. McFarland. Dr. Kaur is a faculty member at the University of Colorado School of Dentistry and is committed to diversity as a participant in the first Diversity in Leadership sponsored by the Colorado Dental Association. Robert Meyer, Colorado Springs, Colorado, sponsored by Ronald E. Fritz. Dr. Meyer is committed to the Christian Dental Society. He has served over 60 dental mission trips to over 35 countries. Stephen T. Reed, Durango, Colorado, sponsored by Nathaniel William Kunzman. Dr. Reed has co-chaired the Colorado Mission of Mercy and volunteers regularly for the Dental Lifeline Network. Emily Ishkanian Neal, Las Vegas, Nevada, sponsored by David James Manzanares. Dr. Ishkanian Neal has been very active in organized dentistry at the state and national ADA levels. She regularly volunteers to provide dental services to at-risk populations in Las Vegas. Hassan Ziada, Las Vegas, Nevada, sponsored by Francis Ross Jones. Dr. Ziada is an internationally credentialed dentist who has contributed much through his research endeavors with dental implants. Michael D. Law, Las Cruces, New Mexico, sponsored by David T. Moore. Dr. Law is a past president of the New Mexico Dental Association who is also active with his local Chamber of Commerce. Drew McDonald, Albuquerque, New Mexico, sponsored by David James Manzanares. Dr. McDonald serves at the local and state levels of the New Mexico Dental Association. He regularly helps with organizations serving the physically and mentally challenged populations. Richard D. Martinez, Salt Lake City, Utah, sponsored by David K. O'Connell. Dr. Martinez has served as a mentor to pre-dental and dental students, along with dentists in the early stages of their dental careers. He and his wife have donated much money to the University of Utah School of Dentistry to establish a scholarship fund for deserving dental students. Robert J. Timothy, Camas, Utah, sponsored by David K. O'Connell. Dr. Timothy is a dental educator who is a past member of the Idaho Board of Dentistry in his native state of Idaho. He has been actively involved with coaching track and field at the high school level. Brian Cotant, Buffalo, Wyoming, sponsored by David K. O'Connell. Dr. Cotant is a past president of the Wyoming Dental Association. He has served on many local boards to contribute to the health and well-being of citizens of his community. Dana Leroy, Sheridan, Wyoming, sponsored by David K. O'Connell. Dr. Leroy is a past president of the Wyoming Dental Association. She has volunteered for Kids to Smile and for past dental school volunteer events.
Regent from District 15, Dr. J.C. Atkins of Lubbock, Texas. Dr. Atkins, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and your Deputy Regents, and then present the Fellows-elect from your district?
President Sederberg, I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Dr. Roland Davies of Austin, my Deputy Regent of the Year, Dr. Gus Gates from Temple, and the President of District 15, Dr. Joey Cazares. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 15 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Dr. Murad Al-Rashdi, San Antonio, Texas, nominated by Kevin Gurekis. Dr. Al-Rashdi has given back by being involved in volunteer dental efforts in Cameroon, Saudi Arabia, the Dominican Republic, Jordan, Jamaica, and California. He received the Peter Swiss Excellence Award from the International Association of Dental Students, where he served as Secretary of the General Assembly and the Executive Committee in Geneva, Switzerland. Dr. Dean Niles Armstrong, Amarillo, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Joey Cazares. Dr. Armstrong is involved internationally with missions to Poland, Tanzania, Mexico, Honduras, and Israel, and in his community with 4 Missions of Mercy and in the Heal the City mission. Dr. Armstrong's nominator called him the spiritual leader when they served together on the board of directors for the Texas Academy of General Dentists. Dr. Stephen Austin, Amarillo, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Joey Cazares. Dr. Austin served on the Texas State Board of Dental Examiners. Interestingly enough, an ICD Outstanding Achievement Award in 1985 was presented to him. Dr. Murat Ayig, Dallas, Texas, nominated by Dr. David Witherspoon. He's a U.S. Navy veteran and serves on committees for St. Jude's Children's Hospital and participates in the Best Buddies charity program. He voluntarily serves as an assistant clinical professor of endodontics at Texas A&M School of Dentistry and maintains a private practice. Dr. Stephen Lee Bass, Plano, Texas, sponsored by David O'Connell. Dr. Bass served on the Board of Trustees for the American Academy of Periodontology from 2013 to 2019 and is past president of the Southwest Society of Periodontists and the Texas Society of Periodontists. Dr. Jeffrey Brian Gino, Friendswood, Texas, sponsored by Dr. James Bone. Dr. Gino has held all state offices, including president of the Texas Academy of General Dentists, and received a Lifelong Learning Award. Dr. Gino works selflessly as director of the TAGD Fellow Track program at UT Health Houston School of Dentistry, a student mentoring program. Dr. Jerry Joe Hobson, Bonham, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Claude Robert Stevens. Dr. Hobson served on the Texas Dental Association Board of Directors, past chair of the Council on Dental Education, and current chair of the Council on Dental Licensing, Standards, and Education for the Texas Dental Association. Dr. Cleverick Johnson from Houston, Sponsors Dr. Ben Warner III. He initiated and developed the current dental school summer enrichment program from 1990 to the present. He initiated and developed high school for the profession's dental lecture series in 1995. Dr. Thomas Carr, Amarillo, Texas, sponsored by Dr. J.C. Adkins. He is the past president of the Texas Academy of General Dentistry and past Jack T. Clark Foundation chairman. He was a nominee for TAGD Dentist of the Year in 1996 and 2010. Dr. Jeffrey Paul Casoris, Waxahachie, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Claude Robert Stevens. He's the founder and director of the Hope Clinic, a mission serving the underserved in his community, serving as president for 5 years. Dr. Casoris served twice as president of the 6th District Dental Society. Dr. E. Dale Martin, Arlington, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Charles Miller. Dr. Martin has a Juris Doctorate degree from SMU School of Law and is a board-certified pediatric dentist where he has served as president of the Fort Worth District Dental Society. Dr. Martin in the 1990s served the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services as Assistant Regional Counsel serving the Albuquerque Area Indian Health Services and was the Social Security Administration Assistant Regional Counsel for Region 6. Dr. Lawrence Wayne Morris, San Antonio, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Roland Davies. Dr. Morris is currently a national officer in the American Equilibration Society and clinical associate professor in comprehensive dentistry at University Texas Health Science Center in San Antonio. During school at University Texas Health Science Center, Dr. Morris received a prestigious fellowship by the NIH and NIDR to complete a pilot study involving diabetes in the Hispanic community and temporomandibular joint dysfunction. He presented his findings at the annual American Equilibration Society meeting in Chicago. Dr. Sarah Morris, Fort Worth, Texas, sponsored by Partha Mukherjee. Dr. Morris is known as a servant leader by her colleagues and demonstrated that by her many community volunteer efforts, as well as ongoing missions in Guatemala and Mexico. She also serves as the peer review chair of the Northwest Division of the Texas Dental Association. Dr. Gargi Mukherjee, Missouri City, Texas, sponsored by Partha Mukherjee, associate professor at University of Texas Health Houston School of Dentistry, and received the Dean's Excellent Award for Teaching and Innovation. Dr. Mukherjee designed and co-invented the airway armor product now sold by Zurich. This provides airway safety during dental procedures. She received the 2019 Edison Award, an international award for innovative patient devices. Dr. Daniela Marie Punzalan, San Antonio, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Jennifer Bone. She is driven to do best for her patients and colleagues. This young dental leader is serving on the board of the San Antonio chapter of the Texas Academy of General Dentistry. She develops sought-after continuing education programs and prepares timely and accurate reports to the board. Dr. Punzalan volunteers with Dentistry from the Heart, Smiles of Hope, and Veterans-Donated Dental Services in conjunction with the Hispanic Dental Society. Dr. Robert Ramirez, Austin, Texas, sponsored by Dr. David Allen Slaughter. Dr. Ramirez has volunteered his services for 2 decades in Mexico, India, and in his local community. His referring dentists adore his chairside manner, his passionate commitment to their periodontal and personal well-being, and his commitment to community and his 3 daughters. Dr. Grayson Sellers, Los Fresnos, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Joey Cazares, is a founder and director of Dentists Who Care that has provided over $20 million worth of donated dental care over the past 25 years. Dr. Sellers supports disabled Marine veterans, of which includes his son. He and his wife have provided 2 homes and dental care to many deserving disabled veterans. Dr. James Stephen Sollers, Duncanville, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Claude Robert Stevens. He's the past president of the Duncanville Rotary Club and is a Paul Harris Fellow. He has served as president of the South Oak Cliff Study Club and was a board member for years and chairman of the Southwest Dallas County Young Life. Dr. Greg Stroud, Lancaster, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Claude Robert Stevens. Dr. Stroud has shared his talents by volunteering with orphan outreach in Latvia, beginning in 2013, World Changes missions in the U.S. 5 times. He is very involved in his church as trustee, deacon, teacher, and demonstrates his leadership skills by being on the deacon selection committee and chair of the personnel committee at his church. Dr. Michael Sullivan, Harlingen, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Joey Cazares. U.S. Army Reserve Dental Major. This gentleman is responsible for a staff of 30 dentists and technicians, past deployments to Iraq, Kuwait, Cuba, Honduras, and Guatemala. He is a leader in the Rio Grande Valley Academy of General Dentists and director of the Veterans Administration in Harlingen. Dr. John T. Thompson, Corpus Christi, Texas, sponsored by Dr. James Bone. Texas Dental Association Board of Directors member from 2019 to present for the Southwest Division. He's a 3-time president of the Corpus Christi 5 Points Rotary Club with community and international service. Dr. Akshay Thusu, San Antonio, Texas, sponsored by Dr. James Bone. Dr. Thusu is a 2019 graduate of the ADA Institute for Diversity and Leadership. He's a 2020 to 2022 Texas Dental Association Council on Membership member, new dentists and students. He will be chairman in 2022. Dr. Jason Zimmerman, Fort Worth, Texas, sponsored by Dr. Joey Cazares. He's a Governor Rick Perry appointee to the Texas Board of Dental Examiners. He's co-chair of the Texas Dental Association's Committee on Public Health and Access to Care from 2011 to present.
We have 2 special guests with us today that would like to extend their congratulations to all of you new fellows. First, our ICD Worldwide President, Dr. Akira Senda from Nagoya, Japan. Dr. Senda had a grand celebration planned for us in Nagoya a few weeks ago. Like everything else this year, it needed to be canceled. My wife and I were so looking forward to joining him and the rest of the worldwide leaders for this event. Dr. Senda?
Hello, everyone from Section 1, USA. I am Dr. Akira Senda, International President of ICD. First of all, I thank you all from Section 1 for the great contributions and support to ICD for many, many years. Everybody knows how the section has been trying to serve ICD activities and all societies in the world. I always respect and expect you. All new fellows, on behalf of over 12,000 ICD fellows, I welcome all of you and congratulations your new fellowship. You and your family might be so proud to be selected as a fellow of ICD. You now given such great opportunity to serve all humankind. Let us to serve for health and happiness of people together with us and a fellow of one team under the one umbrella. As you know, the ICD organization was founded in 1920 based on a meeting of 2 great founders, Dr. Otofi from USA and Dr. Okumura from Japan. Since then, it has been developing to overcome many world crises with great pride and long history. We are now also facing to such huge world crisis, COVID-19. All countries and all societies in the world are in a big, long tunnel. We cannot see the exit of this long and dark tunnel yet. However, I firmly believe the ICD shall overcome this crisis with distinguished fellows, and the world keep developing forever. We have been planning to celebrate the ICD centennial anniversary at the ICD birthplace, Japan. However, as the COVID-19, we have decided to postpone it to September 22nd next year at Nagoya City, Japan, where is exactly the same place planned this year. We are expecting the big delegation from Section 1, including new fellows. Please do visit our website, www.icd.org or www.icd100.org. Sooner, please. Then register yourself and join us celebrating our ICD. Finally, I thank you for giving me this opportunity greeting you and wish you all safe, good health, and further development. Thank you. Thank you very much, all.
Up next is my friend of many years and our newest president of the American Dental Association, Dr. Dan Clemenson. Dan is an oral and maxillofacial surgeon from Tucson, Arizona, and a representative from the ADA's 14th district as myself. I'm glad to be serving as presidents of our respective organizations at the same time together. Dr. Clemenson?
Hello, ICD. I am Dr. Dan Clemenson, President of the American Dental Association. Congratulations to the 2020 ICD Fellows. Today, we celebrate your gifts, contributions, and entry into one of the most esteemed honor societies for dentistry around the world. Your fellowship begins at a momentous time. 2020 marks the ICD's 100th anniversary. This has also been a year of great challenge for our profession and the patients we serve. As you celebrate this milestone, remember that you are making a difference right where you are by living up to the ICD's tenets of integrity, leadership, and service. The ADA shares these values, and we stand with you as partners in helping our profession succeed and in advancing public health. Thank you for all you do to serve others. And once again, congratulations.
This completes the induction ceremony. We wish to extend our warmest thanks to our pianist this afternoon, fellow T. Bob Davis of Dallas, Texas. Not only is he an accomplished pianist, but he's also the ICD's 2020 Distinguished Humanitarian. Congratulations and thank you, T. Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, being awarded fellowship in the International College Dentist is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a challenge to continue your involvement in significant leadership roles, service activities, and humanitarian opportunities of all types, including those sponsored by the worldwide ICD and the USA section. Once again, thank you for your involvement and your commitment to the betterment of our profession. We extend our sincere congratulations to you and a welcome to the ICD family.